Hi Marketizers, my name is Stephanie Cao and I'm the talent of Marketyze. Today we invited someone from Marketyze to talk about the GSMC. Before we get more deep into the interview, Marketyze is a nonprofit that provides business opportunities to youth through case competitions, internship programs, and more while being run by students.
And my name is Kavish. I'm also a talent Marketyze. And today we're going to interview someone who is in charge of the GSMC competition in Marketyze. They are the Director of Logistics at Marketyze, and he's also the Director of Operations at Target Alpha SDC, and also the Logistics Director at Pew Society. Welcome, Alan Zhang. How are you feeling, Alan?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Excited to be here today to talk with you guys.
Amazing. And we're going to kick it off with the first question.
Can you give us a quick description of GSMC? What exactly is it, and what were the main objectives or goals you aim to achieve with GSMC?
Yeah, so GSMC is our global summer marketing challenge. So competitors will essentially be able to compete in teams of 3. They'll have the opportunity to delve into a case and kind of break it down, find the solution. So for this year with GSMC, we're planning on having competitors tackle global expansion strategies for a local Canadian company. So competitors will gain a lot of insight into developing marketing strategies, how they're promoting this Canadian company, how they're expanding internationally. So a lot of experience for competitors in that sense. And as with GSMC, our goals are always the same here at Marketyze, really just empowering participants, youth, high school students across the globe to have these marketing opportunities, to have these opportunities to really apply the knowledge they've learned, to gain more experience within the field of business and especially within the field of marketing.
Amazing. What are the differences between last year's GSMC and this year's? Can you talk about what did you aim to improve?
Yeah, so with this year's GSMC, we're looking to add more workshops, add more opportunities for high school students to really learn more from this experience. So with that, we're hosting a workshop focused on helping participants draft professional written reports. That's one of the components of GSMC this year. So competitors will be required to submit a written report detailing their solutions to the case. So we'll be having a written report workshop hosted by industry professionals where competitors are equipped with the knowledge and the skills to successfully implement and write out professional written reports. In addition to that, we'll be having presentation workshops as well, hosted by, again, industry professionals, giving tips about public speaking, presentation tips, making engaging and effective slide decks, all of that.
This event seems like it's going to be the hit for the summer, definitely for Marketyze. So while planning this competition, could you describe the critical steps?
Yeah, so with all competitions, with all events, really comes down to, first off, understanding your goals, what you want to accomplish with the event. So really figuring out what we want to do. And so again, with GSMC, our goal is really to empower high school students across the globe and give them these opportunities to apply their business knowledge, to learn more about business and have a setting where they're able to be evaluated on what they know and what they're able to apply. And so really after figuring out, the goals, what we want to accomplish with it, then it comes down to the actual planning of it. So key things, obviously, figuring out the logistics of the event. So things like the schedule, on the day of the event, timeline, the format, how this event is actually going to run. So whether that be an online event, in-person event, even a hybrid event, just figuring out the basic logistics of that format, where everything's going to be hosted. Those are the first steps. And then kind of detailing the event schedule. So what's going to be happening during the event? Are we going to have workshops? Are we going to have 2 rounds of presentations, finalist rounds? All of that kind of goes into creating the day of event schedule. And so after we figure all of that out, then it comes to planning out the actual different components of that event schedule. So things like the workshops need to be planned out. There has to be collaboration with the outreach department, reaching out to guest speakers, inviting these industry professionals to come host these educational workshops to provide students with insightful tips and advice. And then after that, also figuring out for the case competition itself, working on the case package, figuring out what we want competitors to tackle, what challenges we want them to really delve into and kind of implement in their solutions, things like that as well. And then with the case package and with those workshops completed, the last thing is really just figuring out, making sure that everything runs smoothly on the day of the event. So having everyone in there supporting, having Marketyze executives in breakout rooms in the meeting, just facilitating everything and making sure that last minute questions are answered if there is any from participants and all of that. Overall, a lot of collaboration is required between different departments here at Marketyze to ensure that events like GSMC run successfully. And I think here at Marketyze, we have a culture where everyone's really committed to this shared goal, to this shared vision. And so I think we're able to work really effectively to always reach our goals and implement these successful events.
Okay, so during the planning phase, like what were some of the biggest challenges you encountered, and can you talk about like how did you handle them?
Yeah, so during planning for a lot of events, there's always small things that come up, whether that be just last minute things, for example, speakers not being able to show up, a lot of things. But what we tend to develop is a lot of backup plans for that. So if we want, for example, a speaker, an industry professional at a workshop, we might reach out to more than just one individual. We might confirm more than one. So having, for example, a panel of three guest speakers, industry professionals speaking at a workshop, reaching out to three and confirming three. In the case that one or two drop, we still have one speaker who's able to host that workshop. But just really looking through them over and over, having other people from different departments check over your work, and just having everyone be on the same page is really key. So communication, really, really important. Making sure that everyone knows what's going on, even department members who are not related to logistics or the operation of the event. For example, things like marketing department, making sure they also understand what exactly is going on, how the event's going to run, all the different aspects of that.
Okay, thank you so much. So to wrap up this interview, in your opinion, what is one thing students will gain from participating in GSMC?
I think if I were to sum it up in one word, I'd say a wonderful experience. I think that really at the core of GSMC, what we're offering competitors, what we're offering participants, is this one-in-a-lifetime opportunity and this experience to really participate in a global case competition. So at the core of it all, I think the experience, the wonderful experience is what GSMC will be able to offer to competitors.
Yeah, and it's not just like the competition itself, but it's also a chance to network with others. And I know part of the viewers are asking this as well. What's the prize of winning this competition?
So for this competition, we'll be having cash prizes. I believe first place will be awarded $150. So
Wow.
pretty good cash prize. So get excited.
Yeah, thank you, Alan, and of course the viewers for watching this video. Join Marketyze as for this competition, but also just in the company. I think this will be definitely a wave in the nonprofit organization around the world that Marketyze is global, and we're going to host business competitions that are global. Thank you, Alan. Any last words?
No, thank you so much for having me today.
Of course. Thank you.